That tower's for Fjord's Rangers. That's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterskull.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get there. I agree that this is important, Masoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
It says something that I don't even have the energy to be offended by that. Oh, and as for leadership, you're looking at it. Such as I am.
Come on, there's no need for that. I know I give you a hard time, Asierno, but you're doing your best.
My best hasn't been good enough. And now 2 good men are probably dead. We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
There hasn't been time? A traitor in your ranks is serious.
I told you I'll do it.
And lose my best hunter to whatever might have taken Monato and Verano? Absolutely not. I cannot risk you, Masoni. We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fior, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged. Every ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation. Two of our best, Monato and Verano, have failed to report back. Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Verano is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Monato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did it.
You really think one of their own would betray them?
The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask. Yes, I've heard some rumors about what may have happened with Belen and Adelaro. A tragic situation if they're true.
That's the real reason you don't want to investigate, isn't it?
Monato and Verano are my friends. I don't want to see them like that.
But this is why I think they were killed. Neither of them had the symptoms, the disorientation, the aggression. It just doesn't add up. Tell her about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved. 2 of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you Rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming. Casagrada has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green. Headstrong.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the type. Rash and proud.
Perfect. Young, strong, and too stupid to know everyone else knows more than he does. Like a yearling splint wolf.
Right. Lately he's been pushing to patrol alone. Says he works better that way. But he's not ready yet.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't return with Casagrada from the last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it?
Dorso is a veteran. She came up with Monato and Verano, but she's younger than them, and an uncommonly talented tracker. Monato was her partner. They had a falling out over something to do with your people, Envoy, and shortly after, Monato disappeared.
She's been distant ever since. Doesn't pipe up much in meetings or come out to the bar.
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without a blessed good reason. They've probably saved each other's lives 1,000 times.
Dorso's also one of the few with the skills to take Monato down, so we can't rule her out. I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure.
I'm sure Masoni here will be waiting with bated breath. Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Get the beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. We may need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
That tower is a clear view of the mountains, the city, and the sea. You'll defend it with your life.
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die. I am indeed. I'm flattered that you've heard of me. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana D'Orso at your service. Asierno really stooped to asking for help. How very unlike her. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols. Monato's always been acting strangely. Most paranoid man I've ever known. Thinks everyone's out to get him. Me, you, your steel garrote. Gods only know why. But one thing's for sure. You won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. Verano and I are stationed on opposite ends of the valley. I hardly ever see the man except in passing. Casagrada is his partner, supposedly. You want to know more, ask him. He's a competent fool. No different from most of our recruits. And this land is cruel. I give him 6 months, maybe a year. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. I'm not Monato's keeper. He's a grown man and can take care of himself. The Animancer struck a deal with Asierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato was headed there is beyond me. But if you want to track down Monato, that would be the first place to look. From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there. It was claimed by an old Animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could. Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
Hopefully, when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
Let's go. Here we go! Beat that, Mario! Nice work. place could use a broom or two. Maybe a team of carpenters.
A new face! Welcome, welcome! There may not be much left, but feel free to take a look. I suppose that is fair, considering the sorry state of affairs here. Most of what is here is just scrap and forgotten things. It certainly does now. Besides, I pay a reasonable sum to Fjord for any sales I make. I'm not a parasite. Yes, I am profiting on the side, but surely this is better than everything here being wasted, hmm? I'm glad you see it.
It's fair. I didn't do anything wrong. Probably using me as an example. You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's rising star do for you, Your Eminence? I don't know anything. This is all just a misunderstanding. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault. Verano should be back at headquarters any minute. He seemed to have things under control when we got separated. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew two of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. I've told you everything I know. No one else seems to believe me, so believe whatever you want. Look for a bridge southwest from Fjord, near Nakotedek. Go west across the bridge and you'll come across the camp. There could still be bandits around there. Be careful.
Hopefully it's not too late for his partner. For both their sakes.
The terrible loss of life. And for what?
Stay alert. Just in case.
I was just getting warmed up. You coward!
They're coming!
You're mine now!
Good shooting, Kai.
Many thanks, my friends. Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past those bastards on my own. Name's Verano. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Asierno needs my report. Well, that's charming. I'm glad he remembered me. I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. Oh, we got a tip that a force of bandits was gathering at this old homestead. One of us must have stepped on a twig, because they spotted us right away. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. Said he was going to grab Dorso for backup. I suppose we all have to start somewhere. After Casagrada left, several more bandits joined the fight. They overwhelmed me and took me hostage. I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root-strangled tree with a view of the town. They seemed to think their contact was one of the rangers. But that would make that ranger a traitor. I think the word of Casagrada. He doesn't have the temperament to be a murderer. He's a hothead, no doubt. But his ire is for the creatures that threaten Emerald Stair, not his fellow rangers. And sure, he likes to go off alone. But that's because he doesn't like to be seen practicing, learning. Now Dorso, she's a fine ranger, but I don't know her all that well. I just don't like casting doubt without evidence. See, that's the damnedest thing. I don't know. The bandits have it worse than we do. That's why they are bandits. So they have nothing to offer. With the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. No Thirdborners, no Paradisans, and certainly no wardens from Solace. There is just monsters. And you. If Captain Asierno thinks there's something going on, there is. She may not be the strongest or fastest of us, but she's got a mind like an owl. Well, I should start hobbling back. Thanks again for looking out. I owe you one, and Casagrada owes us both. If you're in the area, go see Captain Asierno at the watchtower. She'll be glad to see you.
I'm not sure what to make of this, but I don't like it. smell rot. There's something unnatural here.
Not saying a word.
Watch your back! Back in the fight.
Don't you die on me!
Behind you! One for you! On your right!
To the right!
Just like the good old days.
I never thought an ogre would kill using a knife to the back. Seems out of character.
This whole thing rubs me wrong. Captain Osierno ought to know.
Come on now, remember. Oh, my apologies, my friend. Is there any chance we've met before? I seem to have forgotten, well, everything.
Laguccio? It's me, Giata. Do you know where you are?
I have no idea where, or even who I am. I just came out here with no memory whatsoever.
I've seen him absent-minded before. But never like this.
I awoke in the street, seemingly on my way to somewhere. Where? I could not say. No one who seemed to have any idea who I was. I will do what I can. Thank you for your time. Good to see you again. Well, I seem to be capable of forming new memories. It's everything else I can't seem to recall. May I see that? Oh, this is by Aguccio Pan Liberi. That's the name your friend there called me. This seems to be an attempt to create an elixir that allows one to bypass tedium by simply not experiencing or remembering it. If so, I may have made some miscalculations in planning the experiment. Yes. Now to figure out what to do with that information. Thank you for your time, my friend. I bid you good day.
next? Anyone? Let's finish this.
Here we go!
You take lead.
Another glorious battle.
Envoy? What are you... Huh. You're full of surprises. I was expecting someone else, but... I think this could work out better for both of us. Just a few friends. Though it seems they were no longer inclined to meet with me after you let their hostage go. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying to help. After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special. They were supposed to kill Verano, but... I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ransomed him back to us instead. Idiots. Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but he forced my hand. I thought I was clever. Skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends. But it was like Monato had eyes in the back of his head. Nothing got by him. I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. He'd completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too principled for his own good. I'm preparing Emerald Stair for Adir's arrival, obviously. Your people have already pacified Paradise, with contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The Envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwine's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know what empires do, Envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later. I'm helping us avoid resistance and bloodshed when they do. Fiori's wasting away, Envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So you murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet.
You blame us for the problems we've been trying to solve. How can you be so short-sighted?
I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From Adir. Then we can turn things around like Paradis has. Maybe then we can be safe.
We came here to escape control, to choose our own path, but no. She wants to throw away everything we built.
But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Asierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself. I'm not an official asset, just an enthusiastic ally. But I did meet the captain of the Steel Garrote. Alfir, she said her name was. They appeared out of the fog a few nights ago, late, hours before dawn. There were so many of them, I was certain they were going to kill me. You don't know? They didn't tell you? Oh! I see how it is. You're their Asierna. You don't know anything at all.
We're missing something important, Envoy.
Thank the gods I met Alfir then. Captain Alfir is strong, determined, organized. She's exactly what we need to save Fjord. She has a vision for how to save the valley from itself. A vision I can believe in. I found them a place to hole up. No one is going to find them until it's time.
We can't stand by and let this happen. We can't.
They didn't tell you. They must have had a good reason. The Steel Garrote are holed up in a cave, just behind that waterfall over there. Some of them, anyway.
Not for long, they aren't.
I'm sure they'd appreciate your help. They're going to put a stop to the animancy. The animancy that's sickening our fields, driving the animals mad, polluting our souls.
You fool. Drunk on propaganda and fear-mongering. It isn't even worth explaining how wrong you are.
And maybe it will end the Dream Scourge. Then, Emerald Stair will be safe.
What have I been trying to tell everyone? Animancy created these farms, and it could have saved them. Maybe if we had caught it sooner, but no. Thanks to our governor, we never had a chance.
Fjord simply cannot survive the way things are.
You have no authority to make that judgment. All you have is fear and resentment.
Monato and Verano disagreed.
Then you disagree. You don't turn on your own.
Their voices had power in the Rangers. Too much power. And when they spoke, the others listened. Now they'll have to listen to me. I don't live in Adir, I don't want to. Emerald Stair is my home, and it's wasting away. I can only look after my people, get us what we need.
You've got a strange way of doing that.
Only Adir can help us now. Maybe that would be for the best. We've had decades to secure this valley. What do we have to show for it? Dead homesteads, dead farmers, dead fields.
There was life once, but you gave up on it.
And a city full of animancers who don't give a single shit about us. It wasn't always like this. I wish you could have seen the valley I grew up in. The steep green hills, mist twining about the peaks. Birds, deer, the many little creatures of the trees scurrying among the leaves. Most of them gone now. Sometimes, in high summer, the sunset would catch the rice paddies just right, and the whole valley would glow coral violet. A world on fire with life, that never burned. We ate well and slept through the night. I don't want to live through this time if there's nothing better on the other side.
About time. Come on now! One for you!
Who's next? Anyone?
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me. My gods. I can't believe this.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
She's been with the Rangers since she was a girl. She trained most of my men.
This is... Fotito. This is big, Asierno.
What happened to her? Where is she now? Without the trial? Good gods.
Frontier justice. That's what a traitor deserves.
Masoni, please. Where's her body now, Envoy?
I'll send a few of the senior rangers out to find her.
Thank you, Masso. What a nightmare. I don't know what I'm going to tell my men. A traitor in the Rangers. This situation beggars belief. Do you know why she did it?
Be serious, Envoy.
She was always talking about how we needed strength. Do you remember, Masso? More swords, more coin. And she complained that animancy wouldn't fix our problems. But I didn't think she had so little faith in Fior.
No one took her seriously.
Evidently, she was quite serious about it. I didn't want to believe it could be her. Gods beyond, what a mess. Thank you, Envoy. Ranger Monato has been properly avenged, and now I have a lot of work to do to rebuild my squad. I suppose anything is possible. Here's your reward. It's the least we can do for your assistance. Thank you again. Step carefully out there. We are living through strange times.
I hope this at least lets them clean up their ranks.